Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Charade Maniacs, possibly coming to the end of our first route. Um, you know, I don't know. We could get it in this part, maybe the next part, but we're definitely coming to the end because we've had our whole little ticking time clock. Iochi's given them the thing, and then whatever. So, you know, all that. Um, so yeah, I feel like it. I feel like we should be able to get in this part unless it's like, okay, we go home, and then there's some after scene stuff, and they might drag it out a little, but like, I mean, we're coming down to it at any rate. This part or this part, possibly the next one, but I feel like we should be able to wrap it up within the next like hour to two max. I don't think there's any way they could drag it on longer. You know what I mean? But I could because I'll talk for 4 hours. But anyway, let's jump in. After the one night designated by Iochi had passed, the director summoned us once more. Nothing's more disappointing than submitting your own life to someone else's will. That's how it's been from the start. Our lives haven't been under our control since coming here. Ah, Kay actually making a sound argument. Shut up! I didn't think they'd take a whole day just to decide whether to accept Iochi's suggestion. Is there a reason for that? If they were actually mulling it over for a day, it would make them seem actually human. But I doubt that's what they were doing. This is over our lives or deaths decided. Meiji, I'm sure it'll all be fine. Iochi's been working hard for that. It's like, it... I have to smile when I'm like, I hate you so much, game, because like, and like, I want to slap her for falling for his shtick, but that's the whole point. It's not like her being stupid. It's the fact that his shtick is so good. Like, I am naive and innocent and sweet, but he says some creepy fucking shit. And she's like, something is. Anyway, I'm just gonna pretend not creepy, but I can understand because, like, if you were talking to what you thought was a 12-year-old and they said some shit, you're like, that's really creepy. They either have no idea what they're saying or they're a serial killer in the making, and I kind of don't want to just think that they're a serial killer in the making because that's some fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like something creepy that comes out of a 25-year-old's mouth, you're like, are you okay, bro? But when it's a 12-year-old, you're like, somebody call the fucking FBI and lock this child up. They're a sociopath. You know what I mean? It's drastically different. So I kind of understand her being like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the creep shit that he says sometimes and how sus as fuck he is. But I still want to slap her every time she's like, it's okay, sweetie, we'll be fine. Stop falling for his bullshit. He's so full of it. Stop it. It's brilliant, though, making the, like, sweet, innocent character be this fucking shady, because I have a feeling a lot of people were very, very bamboozled by this motherfucker. But I would have been a little more bamboozled if it had been, like, he's 16 and just really naive or something. You know what I mean? Instead of, like, 12. Nope. And I had to start noping out of it and finding an excuse to make it okay. And it went to the, he's our robot dog. Yeah. And then the alien's like, oh, he's just an alien. Oh, or he's a fucking lion sack of shit. You know, it just kind of snowballed from there. But I don't think if they went that route, if they didn't pretend he was 12 or like make him seem like he was a teenager and then give you that, I don't think it'd have been sus as fuck as much. For me, it wouldn't have set off my radar because I was like, creep factor, we're going on government watch list, this is gross. If they had left him as just like a really naive, like, teenager, like, oh, I'm just a little spacey and vapid and whatever, like, then I would have been like, oh, okay, I would have maybe fallen for a shtick a little bit longer, but played your hand, game. You laid out all your fucking cards. Alright? A little too soon, I think, so. Still don't know exactly the deal, but you and Gyobu are like, ching ching, stamped as sus as fuck on my team. That's it. I mean, everybody else has got some sus shit, because look at Iochi. That was pretty sus. But, like, a very fine one. He's fine. Manipulative, stabby. Bamboozled. But anyway. What is it, Tomose? Nothing. I just hope we can return safely. Yeah. When we were still talking, the sound we were waiting for came. Start of the Otherworld stream. It was the same familiar sound. The sound of a drama starting. Normally our bangles had the drama's details. However, I wondered what would happen now. Thank you for waiting. We shall begin a special game wagering the Otherworld stream and the lives of the cast. A loud voice echoed with the words that we didn't expect. A game? I'm here for your answer to our negotiations. Of course, and this is our answer. You're the very first cast to be able to come this close to the truth on your own. Well done in suppressing our network as well. And as a reward for you, we've prepared a special game. So that means you don't intend to mend your ways. Yochi's anger was apparent, but the director just shrugged. You've come so close to the truth, yet you still don't understand the true nature of the Otherworld stream. And you can't tell us that. We have to find that out later. What? The Otherworld stream is entertainment! It's meaningless unless it's fun. The life of our Otherworld stream and the lives of the cast will be wagered in this special game. There is no greater entertainment than this. Shut down the stream. Take destructive measures. None of it's a problem as long as we can stream a fun show. Yes, as long as we can stream. So that's what you're going to do. The director continued. It's getting intense. We have learned from the streams until now. Cast members want to live no matter the cost, and the reverse is true too. So what will be prioritized? What do you cherish the most? Wouldn't you like to know? The director continued to talk while ignoring us, and Iochi assumed that the negotiations had failed. Our fate had been decided. Unfortunately, we'll have to force the shutdown then. Right when Iochi made that decision, as if reacting to those words, the screen showed a silhouette. Who? Oh, huh? Who is that? The person didn't look familiar to me, but it was different for Iochi. Iochi gasped, their eyes open wide, which told me it was someone completely unexpected. Brother? Vice Bureau Chief. Huh? Long time no see, Mizuki Iochi. How are you? Is the undercover assignment going well? Well, we're just about to apply a forced stop on the Otherworld stream. I see. Your investigations have achieved a lot, but the Otherworld stream isn't as bad as you think it is. That's why I hereby canceling the shutdown order of the Otherworld stream. What the fuck? I didn't see that coming either. What? Try to enjoy the entertainment until the very end. It ended there. The video was cut off, and all but one of the screens that went dark suddenly began to blink. You had to know that somebody in the government... What did I say? Government conspiracy! Someone in the government's involved. There you go. Cancelled? What the hell? A Vice Bureau Chief! Answer me! A Vice Bureau Chief! Damn it! Iochi started to tap their bangle numerous times, but there was no response. What's going on? Was he from the Information Bureau? Then we're... The room went quiet. Felt uneasy. Just as everyone was about to break out in murmurs, the director's voice broke the silence. Now let's begin. Scenery suddenly changed. We were suddenly transported to a place where it looked like a party was about to start. What we desire is entertainment. We won't allow such a boring ending like a simple shutdown. If you have enough stream points, any wish you desire will be granted. If you have a wish, you only need the points. That was the rule explained to us first thing after coming to this world. You must satisfy the viewers and gain points to have any wish of yours granted. I kind of figured this was going to be the end, but I feel like now we're just going right back. It was like, we're getting to the fuck you. It's going again, motherfuckers. Like a roller coaster. You're like, oh, it's almost. We'll just go again, guys. And you're just like, you go right through on again. Like, hello. And you're telling me to continue playing along with the Otherworld stream. The director nodded in an exaggerated way to affirm what Iochi said. Now let us start. Our next stage is the factory warehouse. Scenery changed. We were inside that familiar warehouse. However, what was different was where we were standing. Huh? Director and everyone else were gone. Only Iochi and I, and one Arcadian stood in a triangular formation. The Arcadian wasn't the usual projected image, but the monstrous shape that we saw during the maintenance. My worry and restlessness was obvious, but that was the same for Iochi. Damn it! Why won't it respond? Iochi continued to tap at their bangle's screen, but it appeared that there was no response. Are you ready? Oh, it appears you wouldn't understand. I will change the image for you. And the Arcadian suddenly changed shape. It was the male cast member that I'd seen behind the screen before. Hisato Iochi, Iochi's older brother. Well, we're here, so I had your brother come along this time. However, that's only an Arcadian who's returned back to its original shape. What are you? As you know, Hisato Iochi visited this world before as a cast member. And like the other cast members, his journey concluded with a dead end. Are the Arcadians the dead data from the dead people? However, he was a sponsor. As a reward for cooperating with the stream as a sponsor, we prepared a choice after the dead end. A choice? To be deleted as is, or to be reborn as an Arcadian and continue living in this world. All sponsors receive this choice after they arrive at their dead end. What? The sponsors who become Arcadians aren't deleted and continue to live. So that's why I was able to remember my brother. However, they've lost most of their long-term memory. Your brother does not remember you at all. Are you telling me that the other Arcadians also used to be human? No, that is not the case. Arcadians are Arcadians. Monsters that are reborn into Arcadians are different. However, there are a few Arcadians that are former human sponsors. Either way, what you see in front of you is truly Hisato Iochi, your brother. What a tear-jerking reunion this is. Reunion? Iochi mumbled that while looking at their brother, who wasn't speaking. See, what did I fucking tell you? See, this is why Haiji is sus as fuck. It was the three of us sitting there talking about the fucking Hansel and Gretel thing. And it was like, what would you do? What position would you want to be in? And now fucking Iochi is in that position and it's gonna be, are you going to rescue me and kill your brother? Or are you gonna, like, what are you gonna do? Because that's what it's gonna fucking come down to. It's a fucking death match here, and you're gonna have to make this fucking decision. Son of a fucking bitch! And anybody doesn't think he's sus as fuck? Come on. Come on. Oh, how? No. No, no, no. Yeet the child! Yeetus the fetus! Get him out of here! He is either, like, possibly maybe was a sponsor that was turned into an Arcadian and now is the producer, and he's like, that's why he only has certain memories and maybe like childlike memories. So, like, again, I was on the he's an alien, so sorta. Okay. Whatever Arcadians are, we're going with aliens right now. Okay. Or he's just fucking pretending to be innocent little 12-year-old. I could go either way, but I think he's pretending. But, like, what exactly and why? Is he one of these fucking alien things and he knows everything? Like, I don't know, you know? But he's full of shit at any rate. Iochi mumbled that while looking at their brother, who wasn't speaking. And the director's voice echoed again. Now then, I had him come here this time to represent all of the other cast members. You said you wanted the biometric data of the past cast members. I will adhere to your request. If you're able to save him, then all 230 cast members that have arrived at a dead end will be recovered. 230. Also, a huge bonus from us. We will guarantee the return of the current cast. But he's gonna have to kill me. In other words, by saving your brother, you can save the lives of all other cast members. Isn't this wonderful? This would satisfy the second condition you desire us to meet. Are you satisfied now? Yes, now take a look at the other person here. I'm sure you already know without me saying, it is Sena. The director pointed at me while saying that I didn't know what was about to happen, but I had a bad feeling about it. Yep. I told you. I fucking told you this was gonna happen. I told you this was going to fucking happen. And Iochi was going to be put in this position to choose between everyone or us type of a thing. And, like, this is exactly what it is. Oh, if you save your brother, you get him and every other person, including the current cast member, back. Oh, except for Sena, because you gotta pick one or the other. It's the fucking trolley problem. Do you kill Sena or do you kill everyone else? And you know what? You're like, well, obviously he's gonna, like, sacrifice everyone else for me, and that's gonna be kind of fucked. Actually, you know what, though? It's Iochi, and, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he risked us. And that would be kind of fucked up. Like, I mean, there's really, oh, shit. Shit. But I fucking said this was gonna happen, so I should not be surprised we're here, so. The director pointed at me while saying that. I didn't know what was about to happen, but I had a bad feeling about it. Iochi, you appear to be quite fixated on her. I took the liberty of checking in on you. You wouldn't. So, that is why I'll have you make a choice. One side is your brother and all of the cast members. The other is her. Well, I did mention saving all other cast members earlier. She isn't included. In order for us to agree to the previous condition, her life must be offered. Huh? Having you choose between ending the Otherworld stream or saving every cast member would be a boring choice. So you must either save her or everyone else. It's much easier to follow and it's also much more dramatic. Granted, you can try to shut down the Otherworld stream after that, or even right now if you wish. But in that case, many cast members will lose their lives. I'm sure you're already aware of that. It's 1 versus 237. It goes without saying which side has more people. That just means you can satisfy all of your conditions by sacrificing her alone. Now, let's begin the game. Suddenly, my back was feeling hotter. Then I realized that there was a burning cauldron behind me, its mouth opening up. The bright flames licked the air as if they were getting a taste before trying to swallow me whole. We're going to work together and save everyone. Miyochi's brother was standing on the other side and was in the same situation. We both stood in front of the flames. Oh, they actually gave Iochi's brother a little face. They're both standing in front of a witch's cauldron. It's a magic cauldron with eternal flames. Any person entering it will be devoured by hellfire until not even a single speck of bone is left. It's all just data. But their suffering will be just like the real thing. I'm sure you get it by now, Mizuki Iochi. You can only save one of them. Whomever you condemn must be pushed with your very own hands. If you cannot do that, then it's game over. You'll lose everything, and I'm sure you don't want that. I'll give you some time to think, but don't take too long. The flames are about to swallow them whole. During the director's long explanation, Iochi listened to all of it without uttering a single word. And as if understanding everything, Iochi slowly opened their eyes, fist clenched. Well then, let's hear those two, teary-eyed and all, beg for their lives. Let's start with Sena. Huh? I panicked upon suddenly hearing my name. I could barely understand the situation. What I did know, however, was that Iochi's goal could be achieved if they saved their brother. In exchange, I have to die. Why would they do such a thing? And to Iochi, too. The next thing I felt was anger. Beg for my life? How dare you think of something so terrible? Terrible? This is a game. I like the fact that we're not like, no, I don't want it. We're like, fuck you, bitch. That's a very me thing. If I were in the situation, I'd be like, the lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Come down here and fight me like a robot. You can't get away with everything by calling it a game. One day you're gonna regret making light of people's lives like this. Then are you not going to beg for your life? You're knocking on death's door, mind you. Who am I supposed to beg to? You? I refuse. And to Iochi, I won't say anything. That decision's already been made. Iochi's expression was a mix of surprise and sadness. I could tell when they looked at me. Best to sacrifice fewer people. Iochi was here with that in mind. I kind of like the fact that, like, we were like, no, we don't want to sacrifice anyone, ever. And then you knew that was going to come back to bite us in the ass. And it's like, yeah, but you know what? 1 for 237. She's not wrong. And, like, I would be in the same, but, like, I don't want to die, but, like, fuck, do you know the guilt that we're both going to feel if we let everybody else die? And you don't have to make that decision. I'm making it for you. You go save them. I'm taking the loss here. Don't feel guilty about it. And I won't be alive to feel the guilt. You know? So, like, come on. Anyway. I was about to say that, but I couldn't say it. When I looked at Iochi, I was faced with such a painful expression. Please don't make that face. Seeing that face, my determination began to wane. My heart hurt. It's a terrible goodbye. We'd expected death would await us if negotiations with the Otherworld stream didn't go well. I thought that I'd at least be with Iochi. Life or death. No matter the outcome, I wouldn't be afraid. As long as Iochi was with me. Well, it's okay because he won't remember me. I'd be like, listen! One person and you save 237 others, and here's the thing, I'll die and you won't remember me, so you won't have to feel guilty about it. So just... Although if you save me, we won't remember everybody else, so we won't remember that everybody died. That's a little selfish. Anyway, life or death, no matter the outcome, I wouldn't be afraid as long as Iochi was with me. That was what I thought. I wondered why I had to die by being burned alive. It's going to be so hot. My body shook and my thoughts turned to the obvious. Oh, it's like going to Florida. Middle of summer. First, I was stabbed in the gut. This time I was going to be burned. I wondered what I did to deserve this. Why did I have to die twice? I want to ask for help. However, Iochi might have listened if I cried for help. Iochi might pay that price to save me. But Iochi might not either. That was more expected. Iochi was determined to stop the Otherworld stream, even if it meant sacrificing everything. I was included in those sacrifices, and Iochi was too. Abandoning me alone would save 237 people, so that was fine. Unless he's like, goes, saves his brother, and then jumps into the fire with you, and then you die together. It would really be a tragic fucking end, but still beautiful, I guess. I was really not, I mean, at the moment, I'm like, actually, I'm not sure that the game is going to give us happy endings and not going to, like, bitch slap us in the face and ruin everything. And that's kind of depressing. There were no stakes at all in this game until now, and then it's like, actually, I don't trust you now, game. But we didn't get a kiss CG, and I would really be pissed off if the game ended with a tragic kind of ending without an actual kiss CG. That would kind of make me mad. So, to bamboozle me and make me really worried, you should have given me a kiss CG earlier, and then I would be like, fuck, we're gonna die, aren't we? Now I'm like, are we? I don't know, I'm kind of like 50-50 here. There's no need to think about which is more. Why would they make us do such terrible things? Why would they do such terrible things to themselves? No matter what I said, this game wouldn't end. I said to myself that I would accept whatever Iochi decides. Now I'm getting scared. Waiting for the moment Iochi cuts me off. I'm afraid to see that myself. I don't want to imagine Iochi being pained by the decision to sacrifice me. I don't want this. The director spoke up again, unhappy that I still hadn't said a word. Well, you leave me no choice. Let's switch to the brother instead. However, he can barely speak. His intelligence is low, so we can't really expect much of a response. Hisato Iochi, your family is in front of you. Do you understand that? His name was called, yet he seemed confused as he looked up at the sky. He likely didn't know that was his own name. I know you. You've been completely reborn, but your family remembers you. Mizuki Iochi, How about you say something to him? He might remember if you do. Yuji seemed bitter while looking at their brother. Then I heard a small murmur. Brother. The brother seemed to hear that, but he looked confused as he turned his head. A pained smile. Oh. I noticed Yoichi gasp a little and knew what they were feeling. In the end, I allowed my brother to do what he did, leading to the death of many cast members. But from the moment I found out about my brother's plot, I should have reported him. It was naive of me to think I could convince him. No matter what the result may be, I should have accepted that my brother committed a crime, and that regret will never go away. And he'd feel more regret if he let all those people die, thinking that his brother killed them. And you know what I mean? Like, this is a really bad place for poor Yoichi. Yoichi wanted so badly to see their brother. Yoichi saw their brother's crimes as their own because they cared about him. He was an important family member that Yoichi could never cut off. And it's not even the choice between choosing between your brother and somebody you might have kind of sort of had feelings for, maybe starting to fall in love with. It's everyone or me. Like, that's not fair. It's too late. The brother began looking around. Then he looked at Yoichi once more. Those eyes said it all. He recognized them. He turned his head to the side and opened his mouth. Zoo. He felt like that was what he said. All he did was open and close his mouth. My guess was confirmed when Yoichi quickly covered their eyes, as if they didn't want to see it anymore. At the very least, Yoichi would know that the person in front of them was, without a doubt, their brother. So he doesn't remember at all. That's unfortunate. So much for begging for mercy! Doesn't remember? How so? Yoichi's brother does remember Yoichi. Even if it's partially. I was having trouble breathing. It couldn't be helped through the heartache. I wanted to beg for mercy more than anyone. Yoichi, you're still hesitated. However, I always wanted to be more like Yoichi. That was why I spoke up. There's no need to hesitate. Just be yourself. I liked how cool you were when you never hesitated. Telling you that I like you will just cause trouble now, but I still have to say it. If it makes you hesitate, then please forget it. I want you to live together with your brother and everyone else. I knew that your decisions were right. If only we didn't meet yesterday. If only we didn't meet yesterday and I hadn't said that I liked you. Maybe you wouldn't have to hesitate. Sorry. Stop it. That was a repressed scream. Each and every word. See what must be done. If you keep hesitating, you'll lose both. Even seeing the flames so close, they hesitated. Now, I almost died in the drama once before, so this should be nothing. I'm nothing but data right now, so just think of it as a drama. I clenched my sweaty hands into a fist, and I felt the flames burning even fiercer. I was like, are we gonna jump in the fucking flames? We're totally gonna jump in the flames! It seems like you're done talking, so it's time to make up your mind. She's right. If you hesitate, you will lose both. So, if you're just trying to stall for time, I'll have you know that it's useless. Can you tell that the fire's getting stronger? If you don't push one of them, both will die. The strength of the fire seemed to burn my feet, causing me to take a step back. My heart began beating loudly. But even if I ran away, I looked at Hisato Iochi next to me. He was standing in the same spot as if nothing was happening. It was like there was no fire approaching us. Oh, I have to decide. I want to be like you, Iochi. I don't think that I'd ever be half as good, but I don't mind if I'm even a tenth as good as you. However, if you ever hesitate, I hope to work hard so that I can lead you. If Iochi can't do it, then I will. If Iochi's hesitating, then I looked toward Iochi. I wanted to burn that sight into my memory one last time. I should have said something, but it would have just pained Iochi, so I chose not to. Impatience, hesitation, despair. Iochi's face was filled with those emotions as I took a leap. This is so heartbreaking, guys. Oh, flash into our CGs! Oh, God! Oh! Oh! Oh. Is this my life flashing before my eyes? Oh! But I'm glad. I know you'd rather see a smile in my last moments. Well, fuck! I don't feel like it can end like that. But the heat and the shock never came. In its place, I felt my arm being grabbed firmly. Huh? When I realized it was Yochi's hand that held mine, I was suddenly breathless. Did you just sacrifice everyone? Oh! Oh! I get a little CG! Hi, Yochi! I'm sorry. And I was pulled to safety by myself. The last thing I saw was Yochi smiling gently while falling into the flames in my place. What? No! What? No! Yochi! You should keep promises and follow the rules. Yes, I thought I heard the director, and Iochi's body was deflected by an invisible wall before falling into the flames. And the location that had been covered with flames a few moments earlier was gone. Oh my god, he was gonna pull us out and throw himself in? And they were like, no, bitch! Oh, thank god. Well, thank god the robot director's stickler for the rules, because holy shit. When I realized it, Iochi and I were returned to the space with the screens. It was just Iochi and me. You were so close to fulfilling your desires. So was it not just a matter of numbers? It appears to contradict your own statements. However, this was an interesting decision. It was a very fun game. Good work to the both of you. Did we just let everybody else die? Shit. Ouch. Hey, wait! I wanted to tell him to wait, but I turned my attention to the person who remained motionless while sitting down. Why? You broke the rules. The choice was between me and your brother, and you sacrificed yourself. Knowing that Iochi had made a mistake, I held their hand. And then we get another drink the cocktail Mizuki, Iochi thing, and it's like, when I opened my eyes, I was back in the living room. Oh. There was no one else besides Iochi and me. It was quiet. Mose, Chigasaki, Dazai, Ibana, Ami, Yobu, and Haiji. Everyone. There are so few of you now, but it can't be helped since it was a special game that we'd prepared. The director's voice echoed around us. For some reason, his voice seemed farther than usual. Now then, Mizuki Iochi, will you shut down the Otherworld stream? We don't mind one bit. I saw Iochi's shoulder move, but no response. Shutting it down in this situation. Everything that Iochi wanted to obtain through the negotiations were lost. The director continued. If you want to continue the Otherworld stream, it will be with only 2 cast members. It may be inconvenient, but do your best. Oh, before I forget, I will provide you with one hint. We aren't monsters after all. Everyone is currently in a dead end, but recovering them isn't impossible. Not impossible? If you'll continue to cooperate with the Otherworld stream for a long time, then we may reconsider. That is all. Farewell. The silence returned. Iochi still remained motionless and refused to move from that spot. So was our fucking romance basically gonna be we're here forever alone together in this world, trapped here? This is kind of fucked up. Iochi. Sena. Iochi called my name while refusing to look me in the eye. I ruined it all. 237 people. Everyone. My brother. Everyone. I let them die. Yeah, I hope that doesn't that wasn't my fault, so please don't take it out on me, but I feel like you will. It was right there in front of Iochi, but it was like I didn't exist. I lost. I'd never seen Iochi like that. Even when they were crying in front of me, Iochi never seemed that fragile. I mean, split-second decision that now you're like, well, fuck. Yeah. Seeing them like that made me feel strangely empty inside, but I sensed my courage returning. I'm longer. I embraced Iochi, and they seemed so much smaller than usual. Still here. Look at me. Iochi, I said that I would lead you if you ever hesitated. I'll support you. Let's not give up and just end this cruel game. Sena. Our gazes met, and they looked down again. But when they looked up, it was completely different. You're right. You're right. I tried to save you with my own hands, and yet it was you who saved me in the end. It appears that I can't live without you anymore. That's adorably romantic, and I think I might die. Oh, didn't know how to respond. Was I supposed to say I felt the same way? Even if we were the only two cast members left in Arcadia, it was still true. Without Iochi, I wouldn't know what to do. Being with you reminds me of it. Of the things I had sacrificed. All the things that I loved. I didn't ignore everything because I was strong or anything. I just pretended not to notice any of it. The gentle tone changed once more. I'll not lose as long as you're here. I will shoulder everything and live on. I think I find that part of you really attractive after all. Are you teasing me? Huh? I'm being serious. Thanks. But you're also quite nice yourself. Huh? Well then, you will help me, right? My adorable little assistant. Oh, yes, of course. I sure will. Yes, thank you. We were alone in the living room as I held tightly onto Iochi's outstretched hand. We watched the night sky together and see a shooting star. Think about how rare it is to see one when all of a sudden another one shoots by. The otherworld night sky has shooting stars programmed in it. I mumble that, genuinely impressed. I hear a dissatisfied voice next to me. What are you looking at? You said you were checking the equipment. Oh, sorry. It wasn't any different from yesterday. We're just getting started. I should connect the communications in a bit. I'll make contact with the Information Bureau again. What is this place we're in where there's like pods and a control? This looks like... Again, does this not look... When they said the ruins and shit, I feel like we're on the ruined base on the moon. But in data form, because like, why is this like this, you know? Can I look at the sky until then? You're so carefree. Well, sure. But only for a little bit. This'll still take some time. I like how we finally changed. We're like, fuck our school uniform. We're never going back to school. And our hair looks like it's gotten longer, but it's still like non-existent in the back and like super long on the sides. Ridiculously so. Oh, there's another one. This one's big. You're right. But I wonder if the producer knows what's good about shooting stars. I have to wonder if the programming was done haphazardly. Maybe, but who cares if it's so pretty? I like that carefree answer. I'm sure that's how this night sky was designed in the first place. Are you teasing me? No, it was a compliment. It helps that you never sweat the details. That doesn't sound like a compliment. Don't sulk. How can I make it up to you today? I'd feel much better just being close to you, Mizuki. How admirable of you. Then I'd better always be by your side. We get a cute CG? Nope, go right back to the sky? Okay. The shutdown of the Otherworld stream failed, and Mizuki and I were left behind alone in Arcadia. We've discovered that there's a traitor in the Information Bureau itself, and we're currently waiting for the right time. Some in the Bureau say it isn't the Vice Bureau Chief. Right now, we're pretending to obey the Otherworld stream while trying to maintain contact with those people as we wait for an opportunity. I mean, I guess it's open-ended. It's like, we're here just forever alone, playing along, and I guess... Well, fuck. But there's still hope, I guess. I kind of like that they leave it a little open-ended, because, like, you know. We have to lay low for now. We will survive no matter what, return to our world, and crush the Otherworld stream. Mizuki and I have decided together to continue doing the dramas. It's to help us recover the people who have gotten to their dead ends. As a result, we managed to pass over the biometric data of 234 people to the Information Bureau. The communications from the Information Bureau tell us that many of those people have safely awoken. Aww! So, like, we sent back our friends, hopefully? Some of them probably not. Among them were the cast members that were with us here, as well as Mizuki's brother. Oh, yay! Okay, you know what? It's still a happy ending. It kind of sucks for us, but, like, our friends aren't dead. That's nice. However, it was difficult to recover the memories of sponsors who had turned into Arcadians. Mizuki's brother experienced a second death from that special game, and it was expected he would experience lingering effects. But we won't know for sure until we return to our world. Mizuki seems rather calm when they talk about it. The person in question was originally dead to begin with, and it was a result of his own crimes anyway. But Mizuki mumbles about apologizing for not being able to save him. We saved the shadiest fucking people, and we're the ones trapped here. It kind of sucks, but a lot of time has passed since then. I lose track of time when I'm here, but there's no limit to happiness. There's something ironic about it, but I don't feel so lonely here in Arcadia as long as I can always be with Mizuki. Here's the thing, like, this is like, okay, we're going to wake up 5 years from now after being in a coma and, like, we've aged 5 years, but at the same time, we've had a life for 5 years. You know what I mean? And it's not totally fake. It's not like you wake up in a coma and you're like, fuck, I dreamt I had a whole life, but it's all gone. It's all just a dream, you know? This is virtual, but it's real. We have a real connection when we wake up in a real world. We're like, oh, hey, I remember you. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to remember this. He's going to be real. You know what I mean? Hey, sorry. We only need the data for 2 more. Once we pass over the data for 2 more, we can finally go back. Right. If things go on without incident, that is. You don't sound too happy, though. Really? That's not true. I realized we can finally return. I thought you wanted to stay in this world where we'll always be together. Yeah, maybe I do regret it a little bit. You're honest, but we worked hard to send over the data of 234 people until now. I want to be able to take back our future soon. Oh yeah, 237 people. That would be 236. But there was 237 people. So where's that last one? Huh? Not in this frozen world, but in the future of our original world. Talking about that reminds me of just how long we've been here. Even the silence of this frozen place brings me happiness. But I also desire to spend time with Mizuki in our world. Only 2 left. So hard until we got to this point. I'm sorry for getting you involved with this tedious work. I promised that I'd support you. This is nothing to me. Besides, it was quite fun. I got to make friends with Arcadians, and now we can talk like regular friends. Interesting. I thought that this world would never change, but it seems that some things do. Maybe the producer has reconsidered how things should be, and they've been cooperative as of late. Right, they were previously so fixated on the Otherworld stream itself, but now we can free people as long as we have enough points. I wonder what made the producer have a change of heart. I still have no idea. He might have had a change of heart as he spent time with us. Oh no, that was him. As we talk about the past, I hear a mechanical noise. It's the communication sound we were waiting for. Oh, you have a call, Mizuki. They tap at the equipment in front of them to play the data that we've received. It appears to be a video, but there's so much static noise we can only make out some sound. Long, no see. Today, had a breakthrough, and doing fine. And the connection didn't seem to last very long today. Huh. But I heard that they were doing well. Maybe someone else woke up again. I've arrangements. When that data finished, by then, the noise worsens and the sound gets cut off. Come on. That part was going to be the most important. I guess we'll wait for the next. Right, by the time we get to go home, I think... Yeah, it'll be soon. After a subtle nod, Mizuki stares straight into my eyes. Like, we're on a first-name basis, so that's a plus. What is it? And by the way, I don't think I ever heard you mention your feelings for me. Huh? Why? You already know. Huh, you can do it. But for these things, well, I guess I won't sound very convincing when I've forgotten too. If you want me to say it, then I want you to keep your promise.
You're a terrible lover for making me do that. Well, let's have the Watcher turn around for a little while. So anyways...
The floating Watcher turns around. Oh, we gotta turn around! Don't be watching this! Mizuki then coughs loudly before declaring their love for me. Oh, look at our pretty little CG. We didn't get a kiss, CG. I'm a little fucking disappointed, can I just say?
I love you. Because of you, I can live in any world. Even when I get lost or make mistakes, you have guided me by showing me what I need more than what I need more than to be just. And you've also proven there's hope for the future and what lies ahead. You said this before. You said that when I hesitate, you'll be there to lead me by the hand. And that made me happy. You're the first person to ever say that to me in spite of how hard I've tried to live a strong and just life. Maybe I was seeking and waiting for someone who'd accept my weaknesses.
Those words, a quiet declaration of love, it exposes everything in their heart. Okay, I see. It's not that our hair is stupid, it's tied up. And then we just have giant chunks in the front. It just looks stupid from the front, but it looks cute from the back. Those eyes staring at me reflect the twinkling stars, and I think about just how beautiful they are. I'm weak, too. Mizuki, you're the one who showed me the way so that I wouldn't get lost. When I was faced with those flames, I was so afraid.
I know. I never want to experience that nightmare again.
Mizuki,
I have a favor to ask. And don't ever leave me. No matter the despair I face, I can survive it if I'm with you.
Mizuki, I would say the same. Mizuki tilts their head. Back then you tried to sacrifice yourself. So please, don't ever sacrifice yourself like that again. You want me to stay by your side. I want you to stay by mine, too. All right. I don't want to see you make that face again, either.
And then will you always be with me, even when we return to our world? If it's a yes, then answer me with a kiss.
You better give us a fucking CG of this kiss. Mizuki. That's not a kiss, CG! I don't hesitate to answer. We've been the only ones in Arcadia for so long. Mizuki thinks of kissing as a greeting, so I've been getting more accustomed to it. This kiss, like a gentle touch, feels like my first kiss with Iochi. My heartbeat is deafening.
No matter how many times we kiss, you turn bright red. How adorable. I love you and everything about you. Even that.
Love you too. I can say that in my mind, but I'm too embarrassed to say it out loud. Okay, that's a little ridiculous. Listen. We had the stones to say, like, some of the shit, but we can't do that. Come on, that's not cute now. But Mizuki expresses it with words in my place, so it's all right. I hope they'll forgive me for doing that for now, until the day I can say it directly. I am disappointed we didn't get an actual kiss CG, though. Game. Ruined! 0 out of 10! Terrible game!
Oh, speaking of which, you never asked about my gender. Do you not care anymore?
We have been here for how long? I mean, okay, we can barely tell the fucking person. We can barely tell Iochi that, like, I love you, so there's no way we've done anything. Huh? I do care, but you'll probably say the same thing like always.
And that sex is a minor detail.
And there it is.
What should I do? I'm wondering how long I should keep quiet about it.
Why don't I do an investigation and find out? Girl! Investigate! If you're actually wondering, why don't you just tell me?
Oh, and then I'll tell you in bed once we return home. It'll be easiest to understand then.
Here is, like, I think this would be the perfect place, because then it's not really committing to it. Huh?
I've been holding back for so long. I'm waiting for the day you become an adult.
Actually, you know what? That's valid. Valid. But also, how long have we been here? I'm probably 20 by now. And also, this ain't real, so it's fine. I'll give you that. Listen. This is like total virtual reality. If he was like, well, we're not actually real, so it's not actually is it still inappropriate in this case? I don't know. Please don't joke at a time like this. Seeing me become flustered, Iochi's eyes crinkle with a smile.
I'm gonna spoil you silly and also educate you on everything you don't know about me.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a secret for now. I'll teach you slowly once we get back.
God damn! How dare you be this sexy? Amazing. The lips pushed against mine are warm, and my face and ears feel like they're burning up. I don't think I can ever fool Mizuki. Mizuki whispers into my ear that we'll finally share a real kiss once we return to the real world. Is that how it fucking ends? Fucking is, dude. Dude. Shit. You know, I don't hate that ending. I don't. I think it's kind of interesting. I'm a little disappointed that the game didn't give us an actual kiss CG. You know.
Ooh.
Comment. Okay, wait. Okay. Wait. Oh, interesting. Like, okay, so I went to Iochi and then I was like, why are we here? Because it starts. Oh, I was like, we're missing a lot of his CGs, but no, those are Haiji's CGs. Oh, I don't necessarily know if I like the way they did the CG gallery, where you pick your love interest, but then it instead of just giving you Iochi's CGs, it gives you everything else, and we're missing one. Huh. Probably because... You know what? Alright, hold on. We've got some time. Hold on. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Yes, I'm sorry. Hold on. I want to see where the fuck is my save file. Hold on. Load game. Let's go back. Let's see. Where was the one where we made the choice? What chapter was it in it? That was walking in the yard. The place really a school. Okay, that was older. Cookies. Cooking team. And that was Iochi's route. I feel it. Was it summer? Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. I want to see something. I want to find that Iochi scene. Oh, whoops. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure. Okay, the skip speed is. I'm not sure where it was. It was in chapter 7, I think, but fuck, how long ago was it? And how many saves back was it? I want to find that. Okay, hold on. What does all skip do? Does all skip until a choice? Okay, hold on. That's skip. All skip. No. Okay. That's not where we wanted to go to. Okay, this isn't the one we wanted. It was further down than that. Where was this one? That was the morning arrived. It was before Ibana became abnormally irritated, right? I think. Whoops. Shit. I can't get it to go to normal skip now. I know, I'm trying to get it to go to the skip. Okay, there we go. I don't want it to skip everything. We'll stop on a choice anyway. We had our cookies. We have the choice. I want to go to the. I want to choose and go to the library and see Hyochi's other scene, the one that we missed since we got his route. I think it's just like, God damn it! You know what? We should start making fucking saves where those points are because, like, in case we fuck up later. Because none of the other choices really mattered. I don't think that one did. This might go a little over because we only got like 5 minutes. All right, okay, this is it. Okay, hold on. Go to the library. I'm gonna bet because Hyochi's always researching shit, he would be more likely to be at the library than Ivana. Okay, I try to motivate myself, but I'm scared of meeting the Arcadians so suddenly. So I'll go to the library. That place should be deserted. I should try to get used to it little by little, and if I can research how to accumulate more points and get my voice back. I don't know why that would change and give us an extra CG in that scene, but maybe. There are many past episodes of the Otherworld streams sorted at the library. There was one thing in particular I wanted to find out through those past episodes. Yobu said that there were cast members that returned from the Otherworld stream. If that's true, then there should be dramas with them in it that I can use for reference. I went through the shelf that held them, but found none of them on the table, but found them out on the table instead. Hyochi had already gotten a head start, it seemed. They were taking a lot of notes. Hyochi, are you looking into past episodes?
Hey, I fancy seeing you here. Yeah, I was trying to get a total count on them.
Total count?
You know how you can check the past episodes on your bangle, and that's how you can access them from anywhere. About the sources of the data here in the library. Some parts of the data can't be viewed, and as I said earlier, it's not organized.
Oh, really?
For now, I'm looking at the total number of data and tried to figure out how much is needed to organize it. I need to remove some of it or I won't have enough time.
I see.
But while I was researching, I found something that was of interest.
I wonder what it is. Hyochi handed me the tablet that said borrowed name list on it.
And this is the data that can't be seen on the bangle. The content would be important to you, so take a look. It might be a bit shocking.
That piqued my interest, so I tapped my display to check it. As the title suggested, the screen showed the names of people. Name, age, sex, punishment game, cast number, dead end. I gasped and flipped through the pages. 20 pages. So many people listed along with their information. But each of them were overwritten with the phrase dead end. I felt a shiver down my spine and I continued to go through the pages. Hyochi, is this?
It's a name list of the people who got the punishment game in the past. And when you look at it, you can see what kind of punishments they took.
I sighed. I thought I saw 20 pages of it, but there were still so many more. How many people took these punishments and died later? In this punishment game, it's not just body parts, but so much more. The examples I see here are... Oh... Shit. Should we save to do, like, different options? Also, I kind of wonder... Honestly, for Hyochi, like, right leg vision memory. Gender? How do you take that away? Do you become neither a man or a woman? Wait, neither a man nor a woman. I look up and saw Hyochi. Hyochi was looking at the name list from the other side, and our eyes met. I was met with a smile.
Oh, what's wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Oh, really? Seems like that's it for the name list.
As Hyochi said, the name list would be finished in 5 pages.
The farther you go, the higher the cast numbers are getting, it seems. Does that mean it's placed in streaming order? If that's the case, then the last one will be...
Hyochi didn't say the rest of that. I slid the screen to show the final page. No, it should have shown.
What's this? Maybe the data's corrupted. Not showing up.
Hyochi reached out and started tapping at the display in my place, but the results were the same.
That's odd. Why can't we see it? This is the last page.
If this page showed, we should have been able to see the cast members who participated in the last stream, right?
Incorrect. It'll just be the people who took the punishment game, but it would still be a valuable source of information. But did someone erase this? Maybe the producer, or...
After thinking a little bit, Iochi looked up, exasperated. Here's another thing that points to Haiji being the locked route, aside from the fact that that was obvious, and I don't think we need any more convincing. We had a choice in this. We had no choices when talking to Haiji. So.
It seems like we can't get the truth that easily. Too bad, but it can't be helped. Well, let's find the answer another way.
I nodded to that. Not that the choice really makes a difference, and I'm wondering if... I was thinking this. Maybe in Iochi's route, when we had that one question and answer session and I chose the other one, was that before we were in that drama together? Because maybe that's the key to getting that other scene. No, we were talking to Haiji at the time when it happened, right? Because didn't we come back right there? I don't remember.
But the pages up till here say that all the people suffered the death end, which means only the previous batch returned.
About asking that question to Watcher.
And that's it. Hey, Watcher, we got a question. Allow me to answer. Did the previous participants return to their world? Also, are there hiding among the current cast members? There is a lack applied about the previous participants. However, I can answer whether those who have returned, and the answer is yes. And then what about previous cast members? All have arrived at the dead end. And that's not the answer I'm looking for, but it's expected.
Knowing that they all died feels terrible, even if they are strangers. There's still hope. You don't know that they're strangers. You don't remember them if they were real. Or people you knew. Obviously they were real, but... So the previous participants were able to return to their world.
Yeah, and this is an important piece of information. We should share it with the others later.
I thought about the page in the name list that wouldn't show as I wrote out this message. Previous participants also took the punishment game, right? What sort of punishments do you think they took?
In their case, I remember that those who returned with the punishment game intact will still have those functions lost.
Oh, I think I do remember hearing that.
When you took the punishment game, that's what the director said. And the rules were changed for this time.
And for example, if Iochi was a previous participant, and Iochi returned to the world with their sex still lost, and now Iochi's back again as a cast member to regain it, is that possible? Yeah, but I think obviously we've deduced that that's not the case. Iochi just likes being mysterious. If it's that important, then it's a valid reason to become a cast member again, even at the risk of your life. Here's the thing. I do think Ibana and his left arm has something to do with it, but we've never noticed that he doesn't use his left arm at all. You know what I mean? Unless it's like, oh, okay, you've got your function back here, and as long as you can, you know what I mean, while you're here. If that were true, it means that Iochi's been lying to us about how this is their first time participating, unless they totally took his arm. And the reason why he's wearing a glove is because he's got a robo arm. We are in the future where you could have, like, robotic limbs. I mean, technically, there are, like, advances on that now, but, like, think of 2148? He got robo arm. But that's why he keeps it covered in the hand, because he doesn't want people to know. That could very well be it. Okay. Anyway, but if that were true, it means that Iochi's been lying to us about how this is their first time participating. That would mean that Iochi's pretending to not understand and is just waiting for the right time to undo the punishment game. But even if Iochi's lying about that, that's also proof that Iochi isn't the producer, and also not our enemy. But that means Iochi isn't doing anything wrong. I tried to think about these things, and apparently I was staring at Iochi. They poked my cheek with their index finger.
You seem out of it. What were you thinking about?
I'm sorry.
You're not answering me. What were you thinking? Or do you not want to tell me?
Yeah, I should ask about it. Even if I don't know Iochi's gender identity, it's a weird question to ask. Yeah, it's rude. I should hold off until I find a better way to ask it. I thought about how I could play it off, but Iochi, who had still been sitting across from me, circled around to sit next to me.
You can't say it no matter what. Now I'm real interested.
Iochi seems to be enjoying this. Why? Iochi came even closer to me. It started to make me nervous.
Oh, so you can't say. And then it can't be helped. In exchange, can you answer my question?
Sure, anything. I thought I'd be able to get out of this risky situation, but then Iochi grinned.
If you were a previous participant and you lost something important from a punishment game, would you want to become a cast member again?
I mean, if you think about it, like in a bonus case, yes, because how do you? It'd be difficult to cook with one hand, but you have a robo hand, so like, but you know what I mean. Maybe he's left-handed.
For example, you saved enough points to return to our world, but you still don't have your voice, and you can't speak for the rest of your life. If you fell into that situation, what would you do?
If I still had no voice and returned to my original world, well, that would suck. It would be really hard to read Otome games, wouldn't it? Become a cast member again or give up. Shit, that's difficult. I feel like for Iochi, the right answer is become a cast member again because you would never give up, and that's why he's here. He's not going to give up. Not that it matters. We already got the ending, and these don't matter, but I'd become a cast member one more time. It's to get my voice back.
Really? There'd be no guarantee you could come back safely again. Even if you did make it back this time, you could lose your memories.
Maybe, but if there was a chance I could get it back, I don't think I could simply give up.
Or you could even die here.
Even so, if it's precious to me, I'd want to get it back. I wish I could have it returned.
And that's an adorable face. Worry, loneliness, unrest, hope. And that face is filled with all kinds of feelings. A defenseless face with exposed emotions.
After being told that, I covered my face with my hands. I didn't think I'd be called defenseless.
I pray your face wasn't filled with lies. If it was a lie, I don't think I could recover from it.
A lie? Iochi, Are you lying to me? Yes, actually. I was about to write that, but then deleted it.
What's that? What were you writing?
Nothing.
You have so many secrets recently. Right when I thought you had exposed your feelings, you shut the door tightly.
Not my intention, it's just that...
Just what?
I want to believe in you, Iochi.
What's that? You didn't believe in me until now.
They said that with an exasperated tone, but they smiled while patting me on the head. The sensation felt like it was full of love, but then it was quickly removed. If I said I didn't trust Iochi, I'm sure Iochi wouldn't have gotten mad. The softness of that hand on my head told me everything I needed to know.
I don't know what it is you were thinking of, but I'm not the producer. You can take that as the truth. I can't show what I'm really thinking, so I can only give you words for now.
Truth.
You can think of it however you want. It's your prerogative. You're also free to trust whoever it is you want. I can be this kind to you, but all you'll say to me is that you want to believe in me. So when it comes to Haiji, why did you already make up your mind to trust him from the start? Honestly, I don't think that's fair. I'm jealous.
Although Iochi kept a gentle smile, Iochi's gaze was fixed on me. It was strict, and I couldn't turn away.
You trusted him unconditionally just because he was younger. And because I'm older, well, that's unfortunate.
That's because I couldn't say it. I couldn't write it. What Iochi was saying here, it wasn't wrong at all.
It's actually difficult to not believe in someone. You made a habit out of trusting others, so it's even more prominent in you. You want to unconditionally protect and trust those who were born later than you. That's an admirable way of thinking.
Am I wrong?
It's not that. I truly do think that it's admirable. But why did I meet you here in this world? I want to curse our encounter, even.
Interesting. All right. That was an interesting, fun scene. I don't think... I want to go back and see if we can... I'm not going to change our answers there. What part was it? That was the last one. Okay, I want to see this one, and I want to see if this is where we start talking to him. You know what I mean? Right, because this is where he distracts us from the thing. I don't remember where it was where we had the choice, but I kind of want to choose that other option that we know was wrong. After we talk to Chigasaki. So I don't remember where that was. But I want to see if that changes it and that gets us... Although, if we end up in the drama here... Okay, we're ending up in the drama here. So I want to know if we get... I don't think we got the other version of that CG right there. That's what I was wondering. Okay, never mind. It's fine. We can go back to the title. I don't know how to get that other CG. You might have had to have different options. But what we can always do... No, it was under record. At the end of the game is kind of go through and try to get the other CGs and whatnot. Like, you know what I mean? Because we're missing one. And I don't know necessarily, you know, how to... That's not what I wanted to do. No, 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 game, no, game, no. What are you doing? Yes. What the fuck? I guess I'm trying to hide the text, but hide the text is why. But like, does this... Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I want to see what happens when there's only like the one. But anyway, oh dear God, I keep clicking all the wrong buttons for some reason. I don't know why, like, the buttons in the gallery are fucking with me, but I don't know how to get that other one. I'm assuming you have to make other choices, but all the other choices within his route are after that scene. So, that's lovely. So I'm not really sure how you get that. It must be choices, some other, and I don't know. So we're going to have to go back and figure it out because it kind of sucks. That's the thing that sucks about not using a guide, okay? We're missing CGs and it's going to drive me crazy. I'm a completionist, bitches. You know what I mean? So A goes back. I just wanted to see, for example, like this one. We have multiple ones. Okay, so A is show the variation. Okay. But anyway. But unless you know, you can't click the A button. But like, yeah, I'm kind of curious as to what the other version of that one was. But I don't know how to get it without opening up the guide for him specifically. I don't think that's necessarily a problem. But that's going to be a lot of skipping through it. So... you'll have to let me know what you think about that, you know, because we're not going to get that unless we go through his route fully. So if we miss people's, like, CGs and stuff, you know, do you want to go back through and do this? You know what I mean? Skip through and we get to the end, like, whatever, skip through and try to get it or whatever. Because it's got to be, I don't know. It had to be a combination of choices that led you in his path, but like, because it's not specifically in his route. We just tried to do that, so we didn't get a kiss CG, and I'm disappointed because that's not a kiss game. That's not a fucking kiss. Like, he looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Okay, god damn it. I'm sorry. Oh, you know, I didn't even notice we were holding a dart. That's when we were playing darts, but I didn't even notice that. Like, alright. Oh, and that's everybody. Nope, we don't look at that. No, not you. You know, I'm really curious to what the rest of this one would have been. Weird that we didn't get that one, but... So, there's, like, so many, like... There's actually, like, really good ones. Like, this one's good. That one's lovely. You know, this one's, like, ridiculous. I actually do like that one a lot, to be fair. And then, obviously, our cute little end one. This one's beautiful. I don't know. Iochi's CGs are kind of hard to, like, choose between. You know what I mean? Like, they're all kind of good. This one's kind of good, too. I feel like the focus is more on, like, the scenery behind than necessarily on Iochi, but... That one's good. This one's kind of adorable. This one's kind of adorable, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we'll go with this one. So anyway, that was our first route in Charade Maniacs, and next time we'll be doing a lot of skipping till we get to... We might choose some other things. I'm pretty sure when we went through this in the very beginning, you know, going to the different groupings when you have the choice of going to 2 out of the 3, I'm pretty sure we always went to the ones wherever Iochi was. So, you know, but we'll pick a different group. Maybe we'll do the safe bet this time. We'll do the cleaning team, and we will try to aim for our friendo Tomose, because he's definitely a safe bet, so I think that'll be okay. We can try to do that. But I'd say you could let me know, but by the time you see this, I've already completed half of that other route, probably. But you know what I mean. So, but that being said, still, because it's going to take us a long time to finish this game, there's going to be a lot of skipping because a lot of times we're going to be seeing the same scenes over and over. What we'll try to do is, like the next time we'll try to do different scenes. Like, oh, hey, we didn't pick this group to go see this time. This time I'll go there. You know what I mean? So we'll get through all those, but all the routes after that will be different. But still, it's still up for debate because I don't know how you guys are going to, react or suggest, like, do we go through the first 3 blind? Do we do the guide thing? Like, I don't know. I don't think this was too bad for a lot of, it wasn't really spoilery or anything like that, but I do almost feel like, ooh, I don't know if we were supposed to know this about Iochi right off the bat, if that would have been better to save. You know what I mean? Like, he's in that second group of characters. There's like the least plotty people, and then there's the kind of plotty people. Like Iochi's one of those plotty people, and then there's the most plot. Don't do those. Those are the locked ones type of a thing. So I definitely think whatever we do, once we get through the first 6 hard. I'm pretty sure I know the last 2 that we should do. I don't know what order, but I'm pretty sure we know who the sussest fuckers are. I don't know, though, in that other group, necessarily, who's the sus in that 3. Because it was between Iochi and Dazai, and then Chigasaki switched with Iochi, and is like, well, I kind of didn't think Chigasaki was very sus, but then it's like, is it Dazai? I don't know. So maybe it is Chigasaki, and like, I don't know. So like, because who else is in that fucking group? Akase, and I don't think he's sus at all. Like, no, I don't. Look, you threw out all your cards on the table, and I don't think you're being sus about that. Everybody else is throwing cards at other people and looking like that makes them look weird. But so I'm not sure in that group who's the locked character. I suppose we might trip over it like we did this time if we pick a place to go, and it's the locked character and we don't get any choices. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, that's obvious, because based on going back and playing that scene that we just did for Iochi, and then seeing that there were choices there, I'm going to guess there would have been choices if we ran into Ivana, like we were trying to do, and there was none for Haiji, so that to me is another red fucking flag, and yeah, so. I mean, at any rate, whatever we do, we will do the best we can, and we will definitely, like, I think it's just going to be hard when we go back through our second round. I mean, I guess it won't be too bad. Because we'll do the cleaning team next. Then what we'll do is we'll do the information team, and we'll get whoever. We're going to come back and do this. We'll get Ibana, because we know what to do now. Sort of. Okay? So we won't have to worry about that. Then we'll do, I think, Futami if we do Tomose next, right? Because then that's it. And then when we go into the information team for the second time, that's when we really have to worry and be like, hopefully we don't get someone super spoilery or anything like that. But I think Gyobu and Haiju are the most sus people, so I don't think whoever is locked in that other one is going to be as bad and give us as much information as those 2 would. And at that point, we would really only have the last 2 characters in that, so I don't think it would be too bad. So I think we'll be okay. If everyone is still like, no, don't ever use a guide. I do think we need to. I do think we need to, because like we're missing CGs and shit like that, and that's gonna drive me crazy. But we're gonna go through the first 3 at least. Blind as fuck. Okay? But I think we kind of need to then whittle down the least sus characters after that. I think it'll be okay for like the cooking team and the cleaning team. I think I got that pretty sussed out, like whatever. It's just the information team. So I don't know if the locked character in the information team is like, nah, you definitely should do them. Don't do them second or whatever. You know what I mean? But I think at that point we'll start definitely going through and being like, okay, we need to figure out who character 7 is. Make sure we do that person before we do 8, before we do 9, because I want to do those last 3 in the spoilery order, not, go back through. And again, Haiji Gyobu, I'm not sure where they go, which one's which, but they're my top susses, so, whatever. We'll figure that out. But anyway, we'll start the next route next time. For you, it'll be a day or 2. For me, it'll be probably a week or more. So I'll come back and be like, I don't fucking remember anything. So we're back on schedule, bitches, where I finally finished this and I'm ready to go into a full... Oh, I'm so happy. I feel so vindicated that after a year, I'm finally back on my normal pattern for a short period of time. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.